It is your Utopian Baseball Universe Report for Sunday, March 28th. Let's kick it off with our top story. Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win! Ladies and gentlemen, the Cubs are on fire. This is including the spring training slate. This is their 11th straight baseball win. They scored 3 runs in the 8th inning on a Chris Bryant single. 2 runs scored to tie the game. The 3rd run came in on a Dave Winfield throwing error, giving the Cubs a 6-5 lead that they held on to. Lee Smith with a second save as the Cubs go to 3-0 to start the regular season, sending the Padres to 0-3. That's our top story tonight. Let's kick it around to the rest of the West at North games, if you will. We'll start in Cincinnati, where the Reds completed a sweep today. 5-1 winners against the Giants. Bullet Joe Rogan making his Utopian debut. Goes 7 1/3, strikes out 3, 1 earned run. Barry Bonds for the Giants, 4 for 4 with a homer and a double. But it's not enough as the Reds go on to sweep the Giants at Great American Ballpark today, 5-1 winners. The Indians are 3-0 as they beat the A's today, 10-6. Satchel Paige, 5 innings, 1 earned, 3 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts. Vida Blue, we always talk about pitchers when they're on, they're lights out. Well, Vida Blue was lights on today. 4 innings, 8 earned as the Indians sweep the A's 10-6. Brewers fans, do you want the good news or the bad news? I mean, you can see the score. The good news is they scored 9 runs today. The bad news is they gave up 11 again. Angels 11, Brewers 9. Angels complete the sweep at Miller Park. They score 8 runs in the 3rd. Tim Salmon 4 for 4, 5 RBIs. Brewers pitching is absolutely atrocious to start the season. It was the Twins over the Dodgers, 5-3. Miguel Sano hitting homers in the 6th and 8th to propel the Twins to a series win versus the Dodgers. 5-3 at Target Field today, Twins over the Dodgers. It was the White Sox 7, Mariners 3. Yoan Moncada strikes again. He had 2 homers on opening day, had a 3-run double today. Wilbur Wood pitches 3 1/3 scoreless and 4 Ks to pick up the win in relief for the White Sox as they take 2 out of 3 from the Mariners. Detroit sweeps Colorado. So much for having the best record in spring for Colorado. Detroit 5-2 winners today. Al Kaline with a 2-run single in the 7th, giving the Tigers the sweep in Detroit. And the Diamondbacks put up 14 runs today in Pittsburgh, 14-9 winners. 14 runs, 19 hits for the Snakes. Nick Ahmed, 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs for Arizona as they take 2 of 3 from Pittsburgh. So let's go now to the South at East scoreboard. We don't need that anymore. And we take you to Baltimore. The Orioles 2-1 winners over the Rays. Brian Roberts and Adam Jones hitting back-to-back homers in the 4th inning, and that's all they needed. The Orioles bullpen goes 3 2/3, gives up 2 hits, no runs, and strikes out 6 as the Orioles get the series win against the Rays in Baltimore. Washington bounced back today with a 7-5 win against the Marlins, scoring 6 runs in the 6th inning. Ray Brown making his debut for the Nationals, going 6, giving up 4, striking out 4 in his debut. But he gets the win, and the Nationals take 2 or 3 from the Marlins. The Rangers got their first win of the year in beating the Mets today at Citi Field, 14-7. This game was 7-7 entering the 7th inning. The Rangers scored 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 5 in the 9th to win 14-7. Rafi Palmeiro and Adrian Beltre each with 4 RBIs for the Rangers as they salvage Game 3. The Mets take the series. The Rangers win today. The Astros 1-0 winners at Yankee Stadium. Lance McCullers 7 2/3 scoreless. He did not get the decision as Jeff Bagwell had an RBI single in the 9th off Aroldis Chapman. That was the difference. Whitey Ford was brilliant. 8 innings, 3 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts. The Astros take the series at Yankee Stadium. It was Durham 13-6 at Toronto, trailing 5-2 after 6 innings. The Bulls scored 4 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and 6 in the 9th. Dick Allen and Monty Irvin each driving 4 runs for Durham as they take the series in Toronto. Dwight Evans hit his 2nd homer for the Bulls, and Carlos Delgado hit a pair for the Blue Jays, 13-6 Durham. Montreal got a win today against the Expos, 6-5. Dale Murphy for the Braves, 4 hits, 3 runs scored. 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Vlad Guerrero as the Expos take Game 3 against the champion Braves. And finally tonight in Philadelphia, or this afternoon I should say, the Cardinals were winners again in Philly, 11-5. The Cardinals scored 7 runs in the 5th inning. Get this, folks. Ozzie Smith, who homered yesterday, did so again today. Ozzie Smith, I don't know if that happened in his big league career, hitting home runs in back-to-back games, but he homered yesterday, he homered today. What is happening in the Utopian baseball universe? But this is where stuff like that happens. Cardinals get a sweep in Philadelphia. They're 3-0. We have 1 game left tonight. It's the Royals at Red Sox, Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. We've got Paul Splittorff versus Louis Tiant. Lineups have been posted this morning, so we'll get you a report later tonight. Before we break away, and I'll be back again in about an hour, I'll be streaming on Facebook Live the first hour of my fantasy draft. But before we say goodbye for now, let's take a look at some of the top performers today. At the plate, 2 homers apiece for Carlos Delgado, Miguel Sano, and Larry Doby. 4 hits and 5 RBIs for Tim Salmon against the Brewers today. 4 RBIs for Rafi Palmeiro, Adrian Beltre, Dick Allen, and Monty Irvin. And 4 hits and 3 RBIs for Nick Ahmed of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Our top pitchers today, we had the O's bullpen, 3 2/3 scoreless, 6 innings. Lance McCullers, 7 2/3 scoreless. Bullet Joe Rogan, great debut, 7 1/3, 1 earned, 3 strikeouts. And Mark Fidrich today, 8 innings, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, in leading the Tigers to a sweep over the Rockies. So in looking at the standings, the Cardinals are the only undefeated team in the South. In the North, we have 4 teams that haven't lost yet. The Cubs, the Indians, the Reds, and the Tigers. And in the West, the Angels are still undefeated. So we have 6 teams that haven't lost. The 6 teams that haven't won are the Brewers, Padres, Giants, A's, Rockies and Phillies heading into tomorrow. So again, we've got Royals, Red Sox in about 2 hours or so. I'll be back at 6 o'clock streaming the first hour of my fantasy draft live for about an hour. And then tomorrow morning, we'll post the schedule for tomorrow. As I posted earlier today, we're going to be celebrating 7 World Series commemorations this week, 2 of them tomorrow. 3 o'clock tomorrow, we got Cardinals Red Sox from Fenway Park commemorating the 2004 World Series. And then the season debut of Monday Night Baseball tomorrow night, Braves at Blue Jays commemorating the 1992 World Series. We've got 12 games tomorrow. So really excited to kick off the first full week of action tomorrow. And go Nats indeed. So we have a comment here from Facebook user. It says, go Nats. Yeah, Nats are hot. 2 out of 3 to start the season. They start a series this week with Tampa Bay. So that's all I have for you now. We'll see you again in about 50 minutes. I won't be going live on this StreamYard. I'll actually be using Facebook Live for that. And we'll see you shortly. Have a good day.